Hello, my name is Nicole Robinson. I am a graduate of University of Phoenix, where I obtained my associate's degree in information technology. I currently am expanding my education with University of Phoenix by pursuing a bachelor's degree in information technology with a concentration in information systems security. The topic that I wish to discuss with you is how to set up your own personal home wireless network. For the duration of this presentation, I will inform you of the equipment needed, as well as step-by-step instructions on how to set up your network. The first thing that you need to understand is that everyone has been in your position before. We essentially have to start learning somewhere when it comes to technology. You cannot just pick up the equipment and know exactly what to do with it. At one point in time, I would have never been able to tell you the difference between the equipment, the type of network, how to connect all the equipment, etc. We will not get into anything too heavy. We will simply stick to the basics, so to speak. There are several key pieces of equipment that are needed in order to establish and set up your wireless network. To begin with, you need to have an established internet connection with the modem. You will need a broadband internet connection. The higher the connection speed, the better. The modem will typically be supplied by your internet provider. If you are unfamiliar with what a modem looks like, we have a picture of it right here. Second, you need a wireless router. This piece of equipment is responsible for sending information between the internet and your network. It enables you to connect multiple devices to one internet connection without all the cables. The type and amount of devices you have on your network, in addition to what you will use your network for, will determine the type of router that you need. If you are unfamiliar with what a router looks like, we have one pictured right here. It's right in the middle. However, this is not how all routers look. This is just one specific router. Third, you will need a wireless network adapter. The wireless network adapter is what allows your device to receive wireless signals. Most devices today normally have a wireless adapter installed already, like your computer, your laptops, your smartphones, or your tablets. However, there are some devices that connect to a wireless network that do not have these adapters installed. If you have a device that does not have the adapter installed, you can go ahead and purchase one, and this is what some of them look like. For example, we have one right here that's for the Xbox 360. Lastly, you will need the devices that will be used on the network. The most common types of devices that can be found on the wireless networks are desktops, laptops, tablets, game consoles, smartphones, etc. The first step in setting up your network is establishing your internet connection and setting up your modem. Typically, your ISP, also known as your internet service provider, will set up the connection and modem for you. However, if they do not, your modem will come with specific instructions on how to make the connection. If you are using a DSL connection, which is known as a digital subscriber line, your modem will be connected directly to the phone jack in the wall. The other most commonly used type of broadband is cable. In order to depict what I mean, we can go ahead and look at this diagram that shows the cable being plugged into the phone jack and then going directly into the back of the modem. The second step is positioning your wireless router after you have connected it to your modem. The wireless router can be connected to the modem through the use of an Ethernet cable or a Cat5 cable. Again, we can see it being connected into the back of the modem and then going directly into the back of the wireless router. You want to ensure that your wireless router is in an area that allows optimum signal. Since signal strength does not stretch on indefinitely, you want to make sure that your router is in an area that is central to all the devices that will be on the network. Since you want to optimize signal strength, it is important to not place your router near walls or anything metal. In addition, you want to eliminate interference, and if this cannot be achieved, you want to reduce it as much as possible. Other appliances, such as microwaves and cordless telephones, can operate on the same radio frequency and can mess with and tamper the signal. The third step in creating your network is to secure your network. As with anything that uses technology, security can be an issue. You want to ensure that you take all the measures you possibly can to avoid intrusion or unauthorized access to your network. Unfortunately, your signal strength can go beyond your house, and that opens it up to be used by neighbors and others. To start, you want to change the default username and password, which all routers come with. By using the default username and password, someone could possibly access the router without your knowledge. By changing the username and password, You are implementing a security measure because the username and password will be more difficult to crack or use. You then want to set up a security key for the network. This protects your network and internet connection. When you go to set this up, you want to begin at the Start button. You click on that, you go to the Control panel. From there, you're going to click on Network and Internet, and then you're going to go to Network and Sharing Center. You want to set up a new connection or network. From here, you'll go to Set up a new network. You'll click Next, and then this wizard will walk you through the process of setting up a username and implementing a security key. Make sure you do not lose this key, because each device that you add to the network will need to give the security key to be granted access. Lastly, you want to utilize a firewall. This software helps filter out malicious content, such as hackers and/or software. Most operating systems come with one already installed. However, if your operating system does not have a firewall, you do want to go through the process of downloading a firewall. The fourth step in creating your network is to add computers and/or devices to it. In terms of your computer or laptop, you want to connect it to the internet or to the network. This can be accomplished by, on my computer, I have the internet access area down here in the bottom right. Once I click on that, I can see a list of the available networks around me. And of course I would click on mine, and I'm already connected, so let me disconnect. And then I would connect. From here, I would put in my security key, which would then connect my computer to the network. Other devices, such as tablets and smartphones, can be connected through the settings on the device. Within this menu, you should be able to select Wi-Fi. This will give you a list of the networks where you can click on the one that is yours and enter the security key. The fifth and final step is enabling devices to share files and printers within the network. In order to do this, we will exit out of this and start from the beginning. We go to the Start button. You will go to Control Panel again, Network and Internet. You can go to Home Group, and from here, it shows what devices you normally typically connect your devices to your home group. And from there, you can share libraries and printers. And you can just click on whatever you want to be shared, what you don't want to be shared. Again, you have other home group actions. And how do I share additional libraries, etc. In conclusion, we can see that wireless networks are being utilized quite frequently when it comes to technology. The task of setting up a personal wireless network may seem overwhelming at first, but it is rather simple once you know what you are dealing with. You do not have to be an IT professional in order to set up and properly maintain an effective wireless network for yourself or your family. Personal wireless networks allow individuals in a household to enjoy the freedom of mobility while also being cost effective. Essentially, it will not cost you an arm and a leg to set up and maintain your network. Now, you can breathe a little easier knowing you have a basic understanding when it comes to personal home wireless networks. Thank you for your time.